Prophetess. Prophetess. Yes. Ah, man. I mean, yeah, this is a deep message, more or less, it is, concerning you, prophetess. And yeah, as I get into this, and as I'm being very transparent about this, I'm talking to more or less the prophetess who are truly called by the real Jesus and the real God of Israel. Yeah, man. And then this also gets into a lot of other matters too. But before I even get into this, more and more, I mean, you prophetess who are just like behind the title and you're not really called by the real Jesus. I mean, yeah, this is for you too. But also, I mean, man, your titles will not truly save you, is what I'm trying to say. It just won't. It really won't. But also, yeah, I'm giving much credit to you prophetess who are truly are, that more or less. And you're honest about who you are. And yeah, I mean, even as I'm getting into this, I mean, yeah, I mean, because many certain individuals and beings may not know what that is and all that stuff. And, God's people more or less do. But anyhow, yeah, you prophetess, man, it's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be getting into. But yeah, for you certain individuals who don't know what that is, I mean, it's really just like a female prophet, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is, prophetess and all that stuff, yeah. And yeah, I mean, yeah, so I'm getting more into this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you prophetess, I just want to give you credit. The ones who are genuine and the ones who are just not behind the title and all that stuff, but the ones who are actually, they are prophetess, you women who are prophetess. And yeah, this goes for too, as I'm being led by the Spirit. I mean, this goes for the women who are this as well, and God has interest in them. Yeah, this goes for you too. And overall, yeah, you prophetess, I mean, who are ordained by God and chosen by God and a part of God's kingdom, Yeah, I salute you. And yeah, I mean, I just, I salute you in the Spirit. And I want to say, just truly be humble, be honest, be repentant, be in repentance is what I'm overall saying. And just stay genuine, stay genuine. Use your gifts of discernment. And if you don't have discernment, because some of you prophetess don't really, in a way too. Excuse me, I'm being very real about this. Yeah, I am being very real about this. But you need to ask the real Jesus for discernment, for you prophetess. And yes, God has got me doing this for some particular reason, I don't know fully why, in a way, I don't. But prophetess, yeah, I mean, I salute you ones who are truly chosen by the real Jesus, outside of your title alone. But I do realize too that prophetess do exist and all that stuff. And yeah, it is a real matter. So I salute you is overall what I'm saying. And I pray that you will stay in the real Jesus and endure until the end, all that deep stuff, the end. And I pray that you will just focus on relationship with God and Jesus and being honest and being real. And overall too, you prophetess, as I'm being led by the Spirit, be single as long as God is calling you to be single. I'm being real. And if God is not wanting you to get with another man or something like that, do not do it. That's what I'm saying. Do not do it. I'm being very real. You need to go to, with you being a prophetess, you need to be going to God about everything. I'm being very real. You need to be talking to him about who you might like, all this stuff too. Yeah, because God is very much more understanding than you know. And, you prophetess who are really called and anointed by God and all this stuff. I'm not talking about the ones who are behind the title alone. I'm talking about the ones who are truly, truly a prophetess and, you are God's mouthpiece and all this deep stuff for his full truth too. And speaking of that too, that's being led by the Spirit. See, that's the thing about you certain prophetess. Like you certain ones are you're not truly called by God. And I see as I'm being led by the Spirit, I know this because many things, so many things that I won't fully be able to get into, but I will get into a little bit of it. Yeah, I mean, you certain prophetess, like you are just behind the title and you're not even giving God's people the full truth. And see, here's the thing, where you certain prophetess, yeah, the ones that I'm talking about that are not called and chosen by God and all that deep stuff, you're leading souls astray, and God is holding you to a higher accountability. I'm being very real. And yeah, I mean, overall, you're just going to be in trouble with God for you certain ones who are hiding behind this title and you want views and subscribers and all this stuff. You got to realize that the God of Israel is watching all this stuff. That's what you got to understand. He watches what you do online. He watches everything. And that's what you prophetess who are just behind the title alone, you underestimate these matters with the God of Israel. And I'm going to be very real. I mean, God is going to get you, the more you continue going on and on with this stuff. I'm just being real. If you're not truly called, do not take on any title. I'm just going to be real because the titles will not save you. I'm just being very real. It doesn't matter who you are hearing this. And yeah, I mean, prophetess, though, getting back to the genuine prophetess who are truly chosen by Jesus and God. I just encourage you to not let your title overtake you. Do not even be consumed by that stuff, is what I'm saying, because it's truly just the title, and also it's about the will of God. That's what it's truly about. And it's about who you are in him, and it's about his full truth. And it's about you fulfilling your purpose in him and doing the will and saving souls from hell. It's about giving his people the full truth. It's not about encouragement just alone, is what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with encouraging, yeah, but it's not about that alone. No. And that's the thing with you certain prophetess who are not truly a prophetess. Yeah, you people be giving people false hope. And see, God is going to get you people you certain women who are taking on this role, and you're not really who you say you are, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, this prophetess thing, yeah, overall, I'm just getting into many matters concerning prophetess, but yeah, it is a real matter, and it is, I'm very aware of prophetess, and yeah, they are real. But see, not all you women are a part of that. No, a lot of you women are not even chosen by God or Jesus at all. See, that's the thing about this stuff. And yeah, I mean, you're going to be in trouble. That's what I'm saying. Do not get into ministry or just anything concerning the kingdom if God has not drawn you in. I'm just being real, because you're going to give a great account. That's what you got to understand. And you certain prophetess who are, like I said, you're not really that. And you're just seeking views, and you're seeking acknowledgement and all this stuff. All this stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. God is just seriously going to get you. That's what I really do know. That's what I do know. He is going to get you. And yeah, man, I mean, you're just going to give an account for all these souls that you led astray. That's what I'm trying to say. You prophetess who are not truly called. And see, the thing about being a prophetess is, like, you don't have to be perfect or anything like that. But you do have to be in God's kingdom. You do have to give the full truth. And you do have to do his will, God's will, to the best of your ability. That's what it is about. And you prophetess who are giving false hope, and you're not even really a prophetess, all this stuff. I mean, see, me, Mello speaking too. Yeah, I already see through all this stuff. I see through all the stuff. And me personally, I mean, I don't get caught up with all the stuff that you people do. Comments and subscribers and all that stuff. And yeah, see, speaking of that too, yeah, I mean, you certain prophetess, like, you're getting so caught up with statistics that you're forgetting about the will of God. So this may be convicting to certain prophetess who are really, prophetess too. Yeah, yeah. But overall, yeah, I respect this calling and prophetess overall who are genuine in Jesus and who are just honest about who they are and who are truly prophetess. Anybody outside of that, no, you're gonna be rejected by holy angels. I'm being very real. And this is why you're getting this type of message, because I'm not into that false hope stuff. I'm not into subscribers and followers and all that stuff. No, I don't care about all that. And more or less, I don't care about it to the point of like putting it before the will of God or putting it before God at all. I've never been a part of that stuff. That's what you got to realize. And yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, you prophetess, overall too, being a prophetess is, once again, it's like a female prophet. It's a female prophet for you certain people who don't know. And yeah, I mean, overall, it is a real calling, and not everybody's a part of it. And I'm going to be very real. I mean, a real prophetess, she's going to be giving you the full truth about heaven, about hell, about who she is. And overall, it will not just be encouragement alone. It won't just be encouragement, and it won't be all this stuff. It's going to be God's truth, God's will. Anything outside of that, that's what I'm saying. You certain ones who are just taking on this title and running with it. Yeah, you're going to be severely judged. And see, I already see through this stuff, but I know the God of Israel. See, he's not playing about this stuff. That's what you got to realize. You females who be doing this, you're not leading people like me astray. I don't get caught up with it. I know who's truly called and all that stuff by the Spirit of God and who's chosen and all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, you can have comments. You may not have comments. You can have subscribers. You may not have subscribers like that. Either way it goes, I know if you're truly chosen by God. That's overall what I'm saying. So you're not going to deceive me because a bunch of people are commenting good things, or anything like that. No. And before I close this out too, if I even acknowledge or comment on something, I'm just being real. This is just mellow speaking, but you got to be really anointed by God. It's got to be a bear witnessing word or something of that nature. But see, and here's another thing too, as I'm getting closer to closing this out, but a lot of you just be given false hope. That's the thing with you certain prophetess who are not really a prophetess, and I see through all this stuff. You cannot fool me with this stuff. And you're definitely not going to fool the God of Israel. The God of Israel, he's seeing through all this stuff at a very much more higher capacity to me. But I see through the stuff for real too, is what you got to understand. But he sees it on a level that's just beyond the earth realm, is what I'm saying. And yeah, I mean, you certain prophetess that are a part of this, I mean, who are not really prophetess, just get away from this stuff. Just shut it down, shut it all down before God shuts you down. I'm being very real. I'm being very real because this stuff is not a game. And, you're tampering and playing with the things of God. And that's what you got to understand. And God is not mocked. That's what you got to understand. And it may look decent on the surface for you, but I'm telling you, God's judgment concerning you it's not going to be good, and it's already not good. That's why you're getting a particular message like this anyhow. But, for those ones who are genuine and prophetess who are genuine, I mean, I salute you. May God pour his oil on you and all that stuff. It doesn't matter if you have a fan base or anything like that. Like if you're truly chosen by God and the real Jesus and you're a prophetess and you have a lot of subscribers or followers or whatever the case may be with anything, I salute you, because just because you do have a large attraction, it does not make you a false prophetess, or it does not make you, no, it don't. You can have a large fan base or whatever and still be called, still be chosen. It doesn't matter what somebody comments or not. It doesn't matter about that. What it matters about is God's truth. Are you into God's truth? Are you speaking his true will? Are you speaking his true truth? Is what I'm trying to say. And are you doing his will? To the best of your ability. You could say speaking his will. Yeah, I mean, it's all the same type of matter, you certain people anyhow. But anyhow, if you are giving people the full truth, are you doing what God is telling you to do? All that deep stuff is what matters concerning this stuff. Are you reaching souls and saving souls from hell? Overall, if you're not doing that and you're not overall doing what God is telling you to do concerning his kingdom, then yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. That's all I'm trying to say. But the ones who are really genuine and, rather you have some type of like, I don't know, like attraction or fan base, whatever you want to say. like, like I said, you need to be genuine is all I'm really saying concerning this stuff. You certain prophetess. And, like I said, I bear witness with who is truly chosen. I'll just leave it at that. This doesn't really have to do with me necessarily, but I just know what it is with this stuff, and I'm looking beyond numbers and people. You truly got to be anointed by God. That's what this is about. And I know which ones are and aren't, is what I'm saying. And God knows this stuff at a very much higher capacity than me, is what I'm telling you. So, with all that being said, though, shout out to you, genuine prophetess, and you're forever treasured by heaven. All you other ones, you're going to perish and you're going to be in hell. It doesn't matter about what it looks like on the surface or online or physically, spiritually, or any other matter. You will be perishing if you're not genuine, if you're not honest, and overall you're just not chosen by the real God and Jesus, the real Jesus. Get ready for hell and a lake of fire for a lot of you, which is very much worse than hell. And get ready for all these other dark places in the spirit world for you ones who are just not genuine. You never truly even repented to the real Jesus. You never got salvation yourself. Before I close this out, because this stuff is deep. This stuff is very deep, and I will not quench God's spirit. But you never truly even seek salvation for yourself, and you're just running behind the title. Yeah, you're gonna be in hell. I'm being very real. And this is not no scare tactic. This is the full truth. Because I am truly chosen by God, and I am truly called by him, however you want to say it. I'm more than called, though, is what I'm saying. And this stuff is very deep because this is deeper to me. But yeah, I mean, you ones, once again, you prophetess who are not genuine and who are just running behind this stuff, get prepared for hell. For the ones you never really seek salvation, you're not honest about who you are. And also too, yeah, God is leading me to say this stuff. You hypocritical ones too. You ones who are hypocrites, all this stuff, get prepared for hell. Yeah, for real. And this stuff is not a game, God is going to show you many reasons why too. I'm telling you that too. Because like I said, you're not fooling the God of Israel. You're not fooling the real Jesus. You're not fooling God's chosen people either. But you may fool these other people and these other demons and these other, I want to say, just these demons and these other beings is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you may fool them. You may fool them for the longest too. And you may just fool some of them overall. But you're not fooling God's chosen people. I'm just being real. And you're not fooling the kingdom of heaven overall too. That's what I'm saying. And holy angels are just jotting this stuff down. So with all that being said, yeah, salute to you, genuine prophetess, and the ones who are not. You better get away from that stuff and just shut it all down, because otherwise God is going to shut you down. And with all that being said, yeah, I'm out.